Yo guys, Spiderbot here. This is a weapons review slash guide for Black Ops 2 Zombies for the MP5. This is my go-to gun when it comes to multiplayer. At least it used to be. They don't even have an MP5 in Black Ops 2 multiplayer. Oh, so I hear, because I haven't even played multiplayer yet. What the heck's going on, Spider? Hey, I'm too busy with zombies. That's it. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'll just say that on every single survival map that the MP5 is my go-to gun. It's my go-to gun. I don't pick up the M14. I don't pick up the Olympia. I think it's kind of a waste. It's $750 to open the door here on the bus depot. Survival, the MP5 is on the wall for $1,000. You need $1,750 in total to pick it up. And you have ammo whenever you want. The R870, that's great, but the MP5 is going to build you the most points out of any single gun on Bus Depot that's available on the wall, and you can easily get ammo. Your other weapon, hey, pull from the box all you want. Same thing goes for Town. In Town, the MP5 is up by the jug machine, so you need $750 to open the door, and we're just going to go up, open it right now, and $1,000 again for the MP5. Ammo capacity in the mag, 30 rounds plus an additional 4 mags that you get when you buy ammo, although there are some slight differences depending on when and how you buy ammunition, and we're going to show that a little later. And I fully intended to try and get that double points first, but I ended up dropping down on the nuke. Hey, what are you going to do, right? Okay, so we've covered Bus Depot, we've covered Town. Next up is going to be Farm. And the same thing applies here on Farm. You know, I'm going to build up my points. I have more than enough already. You actually have to purchase the door here. The Remington 870 is actually, I believe, no, they changed it. That's Transit. It's actually an Olympia that's available, so forget that. So the MP5, second floor of the house, $750 to get in, $1,000 to buy. So every single time it's been $1,750 in order to be able to get your MP5 from the starting area. That is a little bit different in Nuketown, though. In Nuketown, you actually have 2 doors to go through. That one right there, which we already purchased for $750, and another one for $1,000 in order to get the MP5. It's like, why are you trying to keep the MP5 from me? I want it. I want it for $750, not $1,750 plus another $750. What the hell? Anyways, so it's a little bit more difficult to obtain in Nuketown, but it's still the go-to gun. The only map that I don't go for the MP5 is here on Transit at the diner. There's the MP5. The reason being is that it costs you $1,750 to get, whereas you can hit the bus for 2 more stops, and you can buy it on round 1. That's the only map you can do it on. You can buy it on round 1. The only reason I say forget about it is that 2 stops later, you know, you go to the farm, and then you hit power. The AK-74U is there on the wall for $1,200. So you're spending $1,200 for what I think is a better gun. More damage. I think the bullets do more damage per bullet with the 74U, as well as you getting slightly more ammo for that $1,200. So I just think it's a superior gun to the... Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Did I just say there's a superior SMG to the MP5? My bad. Anyways, yeah, unless you're running Diner, then I suggest you go for the AK-74U. So I'm going to be running circles, and I just happen to be running the Diner here with the Galvanuckles and with the MP5. Obviously, because the MP5, you know, it's available to purchase right off the wall. And the nice thing also about running at the Diner is that you can put the zombie shield in your back, so the zombies hit you in the back. I'm running this with without perks as well. But you know, the MP5, I don't have double tap. With double tap, it's probably good, you know, non-upgraded, around 20 perhaps. I mean, you can round the zombies up and still get away with quite a bit with a non-upgraded MP5 with double tap, you know, until about that round where you may want to consider starting to look at upgrading the weapon. But by all means, I mean, if you're running circles around the zombies, you don't have to upgrade ever. I mean, I could run Ascension to round 100 without upgrading the MP5. It just takes forever to kill the zombies, that's all. Even with the upgraded version at round 100, it takes forever. Let's just put it that way. Now, I'm going to take a look at purchasing ammo for wall weapons because it is slightly different, and I noticed this immediately. It is different from Black Ops. Okay, see right there, I had 30 rounds, I had a mag full in the gun, and I went and purchased ammo, so it gives you an additional 120 rounds, so additional 4 mags versus what you had in the gun, alright? So you're purchasing 120 rounds, it's 500 points to purchase ammo. If it's an upgraded version, obviously 4,500. Doesn't matter what gun, it's 4,500. Whereas the regular ammo for certain guns, and this has been the same always, can vary depending on the price of the gun. So now, and this is the big difference, so I have 0 ammo. I'm going to go purchase ammo. Well, I get 120 rounds, but I have to reload. I still have to reload to get 30 in the gun to actually load a magazine. And that is actually very, very different from Black Ops. So let's go take a look at our good friend map, the Ascension here, where I'm running with the MP5. And, okay, so I purchased ammo. It's same thing when you have ammo in the gun. It's only going to top you up to 120 rounds, or 4 mags outside the gun. And that's the same. Like, if I had 30 rounds and an additional mag, it would still only top me up to 120. You'll never go above 120 when you purchase ammo. So now I'm going to expend all the ammo right down to 0, and this is the big difference, which can make a big difference depending on your situation at the time. So we're going to buy ammo, but watch this. Watch the difference. It automatically loads your gun with a mag. I don't know why and it makes sense to do what they're doing in transit. I just don't know why they made the decision to change it. You know what I mean? Like, it's obviously a conscious change to differ from what they have done in original Black Ops. But that's what I wanted to make note of, and that actually hit me. Like, I saw that right away. It was very obvious right away. Okay, now we're going to upgrade it. MP5 upgraded. Well, we had 30 and 120, right? So what are we going to end up with here? We've got an upgraded MP115 Kollider with 40 and 200. So we're getting a 33%, approximately 33% increase on our ammunition. And this thing's actually pretty decent. I mean, I'm going to run some rounds here, or a part of a round here on round 19 on Nuketown, and I'm going to gather the zombies up. And it's obviously way better to get the zombies grouped together so that, again, if you're hitting each bullet, you can hit multiple zombies, right? As opposed to taking out one at a time like I'm doing here. And it's my opinion, as the rounds progress, the MP5 is actually the weaker gun, especially when comparing it to the AK-74U, at least from an SMG perspective. There are other guns that I would run with, like the LMGs, that I would actually prefer, but if you have an MP5 available on the wall, like I'd always stick with one gun where I could just buy ammo off the wall. Typically, it would be the MP5, but if the AK-74U is available, then that is the gun I would purchase. And I don't believe in any of these maps that you can actually purchase an LMG off the wall. I think, I don't know if you consider, or even an assault rifle, I don't know if you'd consider the FG from World at War. Like on Doris, you could buy the FG off the wall, which would be a good alternative. And the Thompson, the Thompson was actually very epic as an SMG. But here, MP5, but if the 74U is available on the wall, I would definitely go with that. And then my secondary weapon would likely be an LMG because I'm a point whore. What are you going to do? Probably either the RPD, or actually on Nuketown you have the LSAT available. So I'd run that as a secondary weapon while running the MP5 or the AK-74U. And just running around here on transit at the diner. This was when I was trying to see if we can unlock another permanent perk, and I was running without perks at all. I haven't purchased any perks at all. I haven't been downed at all yet, and just to see if, hey, maybe we can get Jug or get some other, we can't even call them permanent perks now because you end up losing them anyway. They may last a certain number of games, but eventually we have found that we have lost all of them, in fact. So I guess they're not really permanent perks. They're semi-permanent perks. But anyways, that's pretty much it. The MP5, I mean, I love the MP5 in multiplayer, and that's my go-to gun. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to change that for Black Ops 2. But still, on Zombies, it is my go-to gun, at least if and until I can unlock and open up the area to get a 74U off the wall, which is really the case right from the start in transit. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. That was the MP5 review, Black Ops 2 Zombies. I'm spattering about.